There's a birthday card in Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book with Donald Trump's name on it. And there's one detail in that card that nobody is talking about. It's not the message or the signature or even the fact that the president of the United States signed Epstein's birthday book, which is disturbing enough on its own. It's something else. And once you notice it, you cannot unsee it. We're going to break it down in just a minute, but first, let's set the stage and talk about some of the creepy things that Trump has said and done. Okay, so Trump owned or had partial ownership over the Miss Universe, Miss USA, and Miss USA teen pageants from around 1996 to 2015. And in a 2005 interview with Howard Stern, Trump admitted that he, quote, walked into dressing rooms unannounced while they were getting dressed. And he said he was, quote, allowed to do so as the owner of the pageant. Four women who competed in the 1997 Miss Teen USA pageant, some of which were as young as 15 years old, have said that Trump entered the dressing room while contestants were changing. Miss Teen Vermont USA 1997 recalled putting on her dress so quickly and thinking, oh my God, there's a man in here. Says that Trump said, don't worry, ladies, I've seen it all before. Tasha Dixon, a former Miss Arizona USA contestant around 2001, has said that during the pageant rehearsals, Trump strolled right into the dressing rooms while contestants were changing into bikinis, some without tops, some undressed completely, without giving them any time to put on robes or clothing. Miss North Carolina USA 2006 said Trump's conduct was creepy around the women participating, and that before pageant events, he would enter areas backstage while contestants were still getting dressed. There is at least one recorded instance of 1997 Miss Teen USA where Trump asked a pageant winner, "Don't you think my daughter's hot? She's hot, right?" Lee says that she was 16 at the time. His daughter was 16. Over the decade, at least 28 women have made public allegations of sexual misconduct from Trump. These allegations range from unwanted touching or kissing or more serious claims, and many involve his behavior around pageant contestants. Now back to the connection between Trump and Epstein. That made this birthday card possible, even in the first place, because Trump has spent years trying to act like he barely knew Epstein. But they weren't just acquaintances. They were friends for over a decade, attending parties together, hosting events, running in the same elite circles, especially in Palm Beach. And recently, Trump finally said the quiet part out loud. While flying on Air Force One, he told reporters that Epstein used to take people from Mar-a-Lago, and not just any people, young women, from the spa that Trump ran. His words, "The answer is yes, they were young women." And when he was asked if one of those young women was Virginia Giuffre, who said she was recruited at age 16 to give Epstein massages, Trump didn't deny it. He just said, that was the end of him. Like, that's all it took. But let's talk about this a little bit more. It wasn't the end. Epstein kept showing up in Trump's orbit at events, in many of photos, and in letters, including one handwritten birthday note Trump put in Epstein's birthday book that ended with the words, and I quote, "A pal is a wonderful thing. May every day be another wonderful secret." But again, this is still not the most disturbing part of the story, because right next to Trump's name in that birthday card, there is a hand drawing. At first glance, some people were like, this is a joke. Some thought it was a crude cartoon, something playful or flirty, but the longer you look at it, the more unsettling it becomes. We're going to get into that in 3 seconds, but first, I'm going to ask you to take a moment to subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Make sure you're subscribed to my other channel, I Am Lauren P, where I'm going to be posting bonus episodes, and you can connect with me at I Am Lauren P across all social channels. Okay, yes. So it doesn't look like it belongs in a book of powerful adult names. It doesn't look like it was made by somebody old enough in that world. And here's the thing. Nobody really asked what this drawing was all about or why it was kept. That's the detail we're going to show you in just a second, because once you understand what's wrong with this card and what this reveals about the environment around Trump and around Epstein, it changes how you see in this entire case. We're going to get there. You have to look closely, and you have to be willing to ask the question that nobody is asking. Cut to the clip.
You cannot tell me that this is a drawing of a grown woman's body. You will never be able to convince me that Donald Trump, who is not a subtle guy, who when he talks about women is so over the top, you cannot tell me that if he was trying to draw a grown woman's body that he wouldn't have drawn huge tits. This is a preteen girl's body. I do not want to hear shit. We all know what that is.
So that is not an adult woman's body. We know Trump's type. Trump is made it very clear he likes busty women. That is a doodle drawn of a preteen's body by the President of the United States in Jeffrey Epstein's personal birthday book. And what's right next to it? Trump's signature. And now you have to ask yourself, why was the President of the United States drawing Epstein a preteen's nude body in a birthday card? Who let that happen? Why was it kept? And what does it mean that Donald Trump, a man who now says Epstein was stealing girls from his spa, drew this image in his birthday book? This is not just about the crimes we already knew. This is about the culture that enabled this to happen. The people who look the other way and are still looking the other way and pretending to not see anything there. Like I said, now you cannot unsee it. I hope that you feel called to share this video if you had your perspective expanded by it. I, again, please ask you to subscribe to my channel and my personal channel. I am Lauren P. I'll link it right here and below, and we'll be back with more.